Why, hello, everybody. Welcome to week 10 here in Fundamentals of Criminal Law. This is going to be a real brief weekly update. Maybe you can tell by my attire it's Oktoberfest time, and I've got a couple of meetings today, trying to get all that done before I head back down to Galveston for actually the first day of the Oktoberfest. That's my church's big event that we have. We're going to have beautiful weather. Going to have lots of German food and for bands and other bands. So, if y'all don't have anything going on, come on down and enjoy yourself. With that said, let's talk about what we've got going on this week. This, again, will be a brief weekly update. Let me get out of the way, and we'll talk about what we've got going on. So this week, we're going to be looking at Title VII of the Penal Code, and particularly Chapter 31 of Title VII on offenses against property. So get your exam review ready, read the chapter in the book, watch the video presentation, and then complete that original post for discussion number 10, including what you found most interesting about this particular chapter of the Penal Code. And then take the quiz. Go ahead and make a 100 on the quiz, because you can retake it till you make a 100. And keep in mind that there will be more quiz questions on the next exam. And then on the final exam, remember there are 180 questions on the final exam, 50 questions on the regular exams. Well, those 30 extra questions all come from the pool of quiz questions. So they're the same questions on the quizzes. Go back and look at all the quizzes during the semester and kind of better prepare yourself for it. Remember, you can retake them as many times as you want. It's not going to lower your score if you get a lower score than your best score. We always use the best score on that. And then the next thing we've got is the follow-up posted discussion number 9. We're getting very close to 100% completing the discussions correctly. Let's strive for that by the end of the semester. For those of you that are doing it correct, keep up the good work. And the one last thing that I need to let you know, or got to keep you up to date on, is that we have got our case study number 2 coming up soon. It'll be due next week. Couple things going. Look at case review number 1. If you didn't get 100%, read the comments and figure out why. If you did a research paper instead of a case review, don't do that. That's a lot of work and it's not going to count. So don't do that. Couple things to remember is the case that you look at has to come from the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals. If it's a case that's titled U.S. versus somebody or somebody versus U.S., that's not being heard in the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals. Go to Google Scholar, and in Google Scholar, select the Texas court. So let me go ahead and show you how to do that. So let me go over here to Google Scholar. And then we're going to go to case law. Then we're going to select the courts and go down here to where it says Texas, and I could probably see this if I had my glasses on. Click on Texas Court of Criminal Appeals. That way, everything that you search for will be in the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals. And then if you want to look at a case that has to do with the apparent, then you can go right there, and you know that all of these cases are going to be in the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals. You see, it's titled Texas Court of Criminal Appeals. So be sure to do that, and then you will not get your paper rejected because it was a U.S. Supreme Court case, it was a California court case, it was a Texas Court of Appeals case. It's got to be Court of Criminal Appeals. That's the Supreme Court for criminal law in Texas. Okay, well, that's all I've got for you. I've kept it under 5 minutes, so I think I got qualified as brief. Y'all have a great week, and I'll talk to you again next week.